In the realm of human relationships, one of the most important and often overlooked lessons is understanding the balance of priorities. It is all too easy to allow someone to become your priority while, to them, you are merely an option. This imbalance can lead to emotional exhaustion, frustration, and a deep sense of worthlessness. To avoid falling into this trap, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness and set boundaries, recognizing that your value is not determined by someone else's perception of you. When you place someone on a pedestal, giving them the most significant part of your time, energy, and affection, you naturally expect some form of reciprocity. However, when that expectation isn't met, it can be emotionally damaging. The feeling of being taken for granted or undervalued can erode your self-esteem over time. It's like pouring water into a cup with no bottom. No matter how much you give, it never feels enough because the other person isn't giving back in equal measure. This kind of relationship dynamic often stems from a desire to be needed or loved, which can make people blind to the warning signs of emotional one-sidedness. The key to avoiding this is to pay attention to how the other person responds to your investment. Are they making time for you, offering support, and showing genuine interest in your well-being? Or are they only there when it's convenient for them, leaving you to feel like an afterthought? It's important to understand that relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, are healthiest when they are built on mutual respect and reciprocity. When both parties prioritize each other's happiness, the bond strengthens and grows over time. But when one person gives endlessly while the other merely takes, the relationship becomes unsustainable. To prevent yourself from becoming someone's option while making them your priority, you must first develop a strong sense of self-worth. This starts with self-care, knowing that you deserve to be treated with respect and that your time and energy are valuable. When you respect yourself, you set clear boundaries about what you will and won't accept in relationships. You learn to say no when necessary and to walk away from situations where your needs aren't being met. Furthermore, relationships are not transactions. However, they do require effort and balance. Both parties must be willing to invest equally, whether that means emotional support, time spent together, or acts of kindness. When this balance exists, relationships thrive, and both people feel valued. But without it, resentment builds, and the connection deteriorates. Ultimately, being someone's priority isn't about demanding constant attention or control. It's about finding someone who values your presence as much as you value theirs, someone who recognizes that love and friendship are not about convenience but about mutual care and understanding. It's about being with people who choose you not because they need something from you, but because they see your worth, just as you see theirs. The hardest lesson, perhaps, is accepting when a relationship is unbalanced and having the courage to step back. Letting go of someone who doesn't prioritize you can be painful, but it's a necessary step toward finding relationships that are more fulfilling and equitable. You deserve to be someone's priority, just as much as they deserve to be yours. When you embrace this truth, you open yourself up to deeper, more meaningful connections, where love and respect flow both ways. In life, there are 2 days that stand out above all others: the day you are born and the day you find out why. These 2 moments, though separated by years, are deeply intertwined in the journey of discovering your purpose. The day of your birth marks the beginning of your existence, while the day you uncover your reason for living marks the awakening of your true self. The first day is one of pure innocence, where you are thrust into the world with no understanding of what life holds. It is the starting point of every possibility, every dream, and every experience you will eventually encounter. But as you grow, you begin to navigate the complexities of life, moving through moments of joy, pain, confusion, and growth. All the while, you are searching, whether consciously or not, for that deeper meaning, that reason for being, that gives your life direction and fulfillment. The second day, the day you find out why you are here, is not a single moment but rather a culmination of experiences that shape your understanding of yourself and your purpose. For some, it comes early in life, like a sudden epiphany that makes everything clear. For others, it is a gradual realization, discovered over time through trials, successes, failures, and introspection. This why is not necessarily a grand, world-changing mission. It can be as simple as knowing that your purpose is to spread kindness, raise a family, or create art that moves others. Finding your purpose is a deeply personal journey. It is often influenced by your values, passions, and the people you meet along the way. Sometimes, purpose is discovered through the things that break your heart or the injustices you feel compelled to fight against. Other times, it is found in the quiet moments when you are doing something that brings you peace and joy. The key to discovering your purpose is paying attention to what makes you feel most alive, what resonates with your soul, and what gives you a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond material success. However, the journey to uncovering this purpose is not always straightforward. Life has a way of distracting us with external pressures, career ambitions, societal expectations, and the pursuit of wealth or status. These distractions can make it easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Many people spend years, sometimes even a lifetime, chasing goals that do not align with their inner truth, only to realize later that what they were searching for was within them all along. The day you find out why you were born is often the moment you step away from these distractions and turn inward, asking yourself what truly gives your life meaning. One of the most liberating aspects of discovering your purpose is the clarity it brings. Once you know why you are here, many of life's uncertainties and doubts begin to fade away. You no longer feel the need to compare yourself to others or measure your worth by society's standards. Instead, you become focused on living in alignment with your purpose, making decisions based on what will bring you closer to fulfilling that inner calling. It's important to recognize that finding your purpose is not about reaching a final destination, but rather about embracing a path that allows you to grow, contribute, and experience life fully. Your purpose may evolve over time as you learn more about yourself and the world around you. What is most essential is that you stay true to the core values that guide you. Purpose is not something fixed or rigid, it is dynamic, flowing, and responsive to the changes in your life. Another crucial element of this discovery is the realization that your purpose often involves something greater than yourself. It may be rooted in helping others, contributing to your community, or creating something that leaves a lasting impact. In this way, finding your purpose not only gives you a sense of fulfillment but also connects you to the larger fabric of humanity. When you know why you are here, your actions begin to reflect a deeper sense of responsibility and connection to the world around you. But the journey doesn't end once you've found your purpose. Living it out is where the true challenge lies. It requires courage, resilience, and often sacrifice. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but staying true to your purpose is what will ultimately lead to a life of meaning and satisfaction. It is what will carry you through the difficult times and remind you of the beauty and significance of your existence. In the end, the day you were born and the day you find out why are two sides of the same coin. The first day gives you the gift of life, and the second gives that life direction. Together, they form the foundation of your journey, guiding you toward a life that is not only lived but truly understood, valued, and celebrated. Human nature is a complex and often perplexing thing, filled with contradictions, selfishness, and unpredictability. The more we learn about people, the more we become aware of their flaws, and it is in this deepening awareness that the simplicity and loyalty of a dog become even more admirable. This sentiment, though humorous at first glance, speaks to a deeper truth about the nature of relationships, trust, and the innocence that animals bring into our lives, especially in contrast to the complexities of human interactions. When we consider human relationships, they are often entangled with a myriad of emotions, expectations, and disappointments. People are capable of great love and kindness, but also of betrayal, deceit, and malice. Relationships with others can sometimes feel like a delicate balancing act, where misunderstandings, competition, and self-interest can easily disrupt harmony. As we get older, we see the patterns of human behavior more clearly, how people often act out of selfish motives or how social interactions can become transactional, where kindness is given with the expectation of something in return. In contrast, dogs represent the opposite: unwavering loyalty, unconditional love, and simple, honest emotions. A dog doesn't care about your social status, wealth, or outward success. They love purely and without judgment. Their affection is never transactional. Whether you've had a good day or a bad day, they greet you with the same excitement and warmth. There's something profoundly comforting about this kind of relationship, a love that remains constant no matter what. Dogs are attuned to our emotional states, often sensing when we are sad or anxious, and offering companionship in those moments without asking for anything in return. The relationship between humans and dogs has evolved over thousands of years, and it's built on trust, loyalty, and companionship. Dogs have been by our side as protectors, workers, and friends. They don't question our worth or our intentions, they simply want to be near us. This simplicity is what makes dogs such beloved companions. In a world where human relationships can be fraught with complexity and emotional baggage, a dog's love feels refreshingly uncomplicated. The more we learn about people, the more we realize how much energy goes into managing those relationships. There are the unspoken social rules, the fear of rejection, the need for validation, and the constant balancing of our own needs against the expectations of others. Friendships, family ties, and romantic relationships often require emotional labor, where we must navigate misunderstandings, conflicts, and the delicate dance of mutual respect. It is in these moments of frustration or disillusionment that the bond with a dog feels like a refuge, free from judgment, expectation, or disappointment. Moreover, dogs live in the present, something that many humans struggle to do. They don't dwell on past grievances or worry about the future. Their happiness is found in simple pleasures, a walk in the park, a game of fetch, a belly rub. This mindfulness is something that people can learn from. Dogs teach us to appreciate the small moments, to be present, and to find joy in the now, without the weight of regret or anxiety. Another aspect of this deepening appreciation for dogs stems from the growing realization of how humans often complicate things unnecessarily. People tend to overthink, overanalyze, and create drama where none is needed. Whether it's in the workplace, social circles, or even within families, human interactions are often laden with complexities that lead to stress, anxiety, and conflict. Dogs, on the other hand, live with a clear sense of purpose. They are content to follow their instincts, enjoy their routines, and give love freely. They remind us that life doesn't always have to be so complicated. This growing admiration for dogs over people also highlights something essential about trust. Trust in humans can be fragile. Once broken, it's difficult to repair. Many people have experienced betrayal or dishonesty in their lives, which makes them wary of trusting others fully. With dogs, trust is simple and pure. They trust us implicitly, and in turn, we trust them to love us unconditionally. This trust forms a bond that feels more secure and less prone to the frailties of human relationships. In moments of frustration with the world or disillusionment with others, a dog's companionship can be the grounding force that keeps us from becoming too cynical or disconnected. While people can often let us down, dogs are a constant reminder of the goodness that still exists in the world. Their love is a testament to the possibility of finding joy, loyalty, and comfort in relationships, even if those relationships aren't with other humans. At the heart of the sentiment, the more I learn about people, the more I like my dog, is the longing for simplicity, honesty, and unconditional love that many of us find missing in our human interactions. This doesn't mean that people are inherently bad or unworthy of love, but rather that the complexities of human nature can sometimes be overwhelming. In those times, the quiet, loyal presence of a dog can feel like the purest kind of companionship, one that offers love, trust, and peace without the emotional complications that so often come with human relationships. Ultimately, dogs represent an ideal that many of us seek in our human connections: loyalty, love without conditions, and a bond that is unshaken by time or circumstance. As we navigate the often turbulent waters of human relationships, it is in the simple, joyful company of a dog that we are reminded of the beauty of true companionship and the power of love that asks for nothing in return. In the pursuit of our dreams and aspirations, the journey can often feel daunting and overwhelming. We encounter numerous challenges, both external and internal, that can shake our confidence and resolve. One of the most detrimental aspects of this journey comes from the people we surround ourselves with. Those who try to belittle our ambitions can be particularly insidious, undermining our sense of self-worth and fueling self-doubt. The words of such individuals can resonate deeply, often more than the encouragement from our supporters. Therefore, learning to recognize and distance ourselves from these negative influences is crucial for our growth and success. The desire to achieve something significant, whether it be a career goal, a personal project, or a dream that stirs our passion, requires not just ambition but also a robust support system. Unfortunately, many people have encountered those who, for reasons ranging from jealousy to their own insecurities, will try to diminish our aspirations. Their words can be dismissive, their attitudes condescending, and their actions subtly discouraging. It is often easier for them to criticize or belittle than to confront their own unfulfilled ambitions or the fear of pursuing their own dreams. Imagine a young artist, brimming with creativity and excitement about showcasing their work. They share their dreams with friends and family, only to be met with skepticism and mockery. What makes you think you can succeed? You should consider a more realistic career. These comments, while sometimes masked as practical advice, can chip away at the artist's confidence, making them question their abilities and potential. Over time, this negativity can become internalized, leading to self-doubt and, eventually, abandonment of dreams. In contrast, consider the influence of those who uplift and inspire. A supportive mentor might say, "I believe in your talent. Keep going, the world needs to see what you can create." Such affirmations can empower individuals, providing them with the courage to persevere despite challenges. They can remind us that our dreams are valid and worth pursuing. It is these uplifting voices that illuminate the path forward, encouraging us to push beyond the limits that others impose. To thrive, we must surround ourselves with individuals who recognize our worth and support our ambitions. This doesn't mean only seeking out yes people, but rather those who challenge us constructively, provide honest feedback, and believe in our potential. A healthy environment fosters growth, allowing us to explore our talents and aspirations without fear of judgment or belittlement. Recognizing the belittling behavior in others requires self-awareness and a commitment to our own aspirations. Often, those who seek to undermine us do so unintentionally, operating from their insecurities and fears. However, the impact of their words and actions can be significant. Learning to identify these patterns, whether it's a friend who constantly criticizes our goals or a family member who dismisses our passions, allows us to set boundaries. We can choose to limit our exposure to negativity and focus on nurturing relationships that promote our growth. It's essential to remember that not everyone will understand our dreams or see the value in our pursuits. This disparity in perspective can stem from a variety of factors, including generational differences, cultural backgrounds, or personal experiences. In a world where conformity often reigns, those who dare to dream differently may face skepticism from others who fear change or who have long abandoned their own ambitions. It's vital to hold fast to our vision and stay true to our ambitions, even in the face of criticism. The path to success is rarely linear. It often involves detours, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. However, surrounding ourselves with those who encourage and believe in us can help fortify our resolve. When we share our aspirations with supporters, friends, mentors, or like-minded individuals, their positive energy can be contagious, renewing our motivation to pursue our goals with vigor. Another aspect of this chapter is the importance of self-belief. We must cultivate a strong sense of self-worth and confidence in our abilities, independent of the opinions of others. While feedback can be valuable, it should not define our ambitions. Learning to filter constructive criticism from discouragement is a skill that empowers us to remain steadfast in our pursuits. Engaging in self-reflection can help us identify the sources of our self-doubt. What are the negative messages we've internalized from others? Are they rooted in truth, or are they projections of others' fears? By dismantling these limiting beliefs, we can begin to reclaim our power and affirm our ambitions. Journaling, meditating, or even talking with a trusted friend can provide clarity and strength in recognizing our worth. Ultimately, the journey of pursuing our ambitions is deeply personal. It requires courage to stay true to ourselves, especially when faced with discouragement. As we navigate this landscape, we must be vigilant in protecting our aspirations from those who seek to belittle them. We owe it to ourselves to pursue our dreams wholeheartedly, finding our own voice amidst the cacophony of skepticism. In this chapter, we reflect on the vital importance of cultivating an environment that nurtures our ambitions. We must prioritize relationships that inspire us and provide the support needed to chase our dreams. By consciously surrounding ourselves with positive influences and embracing self-belief, we can forge ahead, undeterred by those who may seek to undermine our efforts. In doing so, we reclaim our power and step confidently toward the fulfillment of our ambitions, reminding ourselves that our dreams are worthy of pursuit and celebration. In the complex tapestry of life, we often find ourselves navigating the intricate dynamics of societal norms and groupthink. The majority, while sometimes a reflection of collective wisdom, can also represent a dangerous inclination toward conformity, where individual thought is stifled in favor of the status quo. This chapter delves into the profound wisdom embedded in the notion that aligning with the majority should prompt us to pause, reflect, and critically assess our beliefs and actions. The majority has a powerful sway over our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions. From the choices we make in our personal lives to the broader societal trends that shape our world, the collective opinion often dictates what is deemed acceptable or desirable. This phenomenon, known as social proof, suggests that we look to others for cues about how to behave, especially in ambiguous situations. While this instinct can provide a sense of security, it can also lead us down paths of uncritical acceptance and blind allegiance. Consider a scenario where a group of friends decides to take a trip that involves certain risky activities. As discussions unfold, one friend expresses hesitation about skydiving, voicing concerns about safety. However, the overwhelming enthusiasm of the group drowns out their apprehensions. Caught in the momentum of excitement, the hesitant friend might suppress their doubts, succumbing to the group's energy. In such moments, the pressure to conform can overshadow rational judgment, leading individuals to act against their better instincts. Whenever we find ourselves aligning with the majority, it is crucial to take a step back and reflect on our motivations and beliefs. Why are we supporting this consensus? Are we doing so out of genuine agreement, or are we simply seeking acceptance? In a world driven by trends and societal expectations, the act of pausing for introspection can be transformative. It offers us the opportunity to evaluate whether our choices align with our values and aspirations. Reflection is not merely an abstract exercise, it involves delving into our thoughts and feelings to uncover the underlying reasons for our choices. By asking ourselves probing questions, such as, "What do I truly believe?" or "What are my values?" we can begin to disentangle our authentic selves from the influences of others. This practice fosters self-awareness, allowing us to stand firm in our convictions and make choices that resonate with our individual truths. In an age dominated by information and opinions, critical thinking becomes an essential tool in our arsenal. When confronted with prevailing beliefs, it is vital to examine the evidence, consider multiple perspectives, and engage in thoughtful analysis. The courage to question the majority requires a willingness to explore uncomfortable truths and confront our biases. For instance, in societal debates about climate change, one might find themselves swayed by popular opinion that downplays its significance. However, taking the time to research scientific studies, listen to expert opinions, and engage in discussions can illuminate the reality of the situation. By cultivating critical thinking, we empower ourselves to break free from the shackles of conformity and make informed choices that reflect our values and understanding of the world. One of the greatest strengths of humanity lies in its diversity of thought and experience. When we exclusively align with the majority, we risk losing sight of the richness that comes from differing viewpoints. Engaging with diverse perspectives not only broadens our understanding but also fosters innovation and creativity. History is replete with examples of individuals who defied the majority, paving the way for groundbreaking ideas and movements. Think of figures like Martin Luther King Jr. or Rosa Parks, who challenged the prevailing norms of their time. Their courage to stand against the majority not only ignited social change but also inspired countless others to reflect on their beliefs and take action. By embracing diversity of thought, we create spaces for dialogue, understanding, and growth, ultimately enriching our collective human experience. In a world that often encourages conformity, cultivating a strong sense of personal agency is crucial. This involves recognizing our power to make choices that reflect our values and aspirations, rather than merely following the crowd. By embracing our individuality, we affirm our right to dissent when necessary and champion causes that resonate with our beliefs. To nurture personal agency, we must practice self-compassion and resilience. It's important to remember that dissenting from the majority can sometimes lead to discomfort or isolation. However, standing firm in our convictions is a powerful act of authenticity. Surrounding ourselves with supportive communities that value diverse opinions can also help reinforce our sense of agency. In conclusion, the wisdom of recognizing when we find ourselves on the side of the majority serves as a vital reminder of the importance of introspection, critical thinking, and individuality. While there is comfort in conformity, true growth occurs when we dare to question prevailing beliefs and carve our own paths. Each of us has a unique perspective that deserves to be heard, and by celebrating diversity and embracing our agency, we contribute to a richer, more vibrant world. Ultimately, the courage to pause, reflect, and sometimes stand alone in our convictions is what propels us toward authenticity and fulfillment. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember that our individual truths have the power to inspire change, challenge the status quo, and shape a brighter future for ourselves and generations to come. In a world overflowing with information, opinions, and conflicting narratives, the truth often stands as a beacon of clarity and authenticity. The profound simplicity of the saying, "If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything," encapsulates the essence of honesty and its transformative power in our lives. This chapter explores the significance of truth-telling, the burdens of deceit, and the liberating impact of living authentically. Every lie we tell is a thread woven into the intricate fabric of our lives. While it may seem innocuous in the moment, each untruth adds weight to our conscience, requiring us to navigate a labyrinth of fabricated narratives and half-truths. The effort to maintain a lie often becomes an exhausting endeavor, demanding constant vigilance to remember the details, avoid contradictions, and manage the potential fallout. Consider the example of a young professional who embellishes their resume to secure a job. Initially, the lie may seem harmless, a mere exaggeration of skills and experiences. However, as the individual embarks on their new role, the facade crumbles under the pressure of reality. They find themselves in a precarious position, struggling to keep up the illusion while facing the risk of being discovered. The emotional toll of deceit can lead to anxiety, stress, and ultimately, a sense of disconnection from one's authentic self. Conversely, embracing honesty brings with it a profound sense of freedom. When we commit to telling the truth, we liberate ourselves from the mental shackles of deception. There is a refreshing simplicity in authenticity. Our words and actions align, allowing us to navigate life with a clear conscience. We no longer need to fabricate elaborate stories or maintain a facade, and instead can engage with the world genuinely. Imagine a scenario where an individual openly admits to a mistake at work instead of covering it up. By owning their error, they not only demonstrate accountability but also foster an environment of trust and transparency among their colleagues. This honesty can lead to constructive dialogue, collaboration, and ultimately, a stronger team dynamic. When we embrace truthfulness, we invite others to do the same, creating a culture of openness that encourages growth and understanding. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, be it personal or professional. When we prioritize honesty in our interactions, we build a solid foundation of trust that strengthens connections and fosters deeper bonds. Conversely, dishonesty erodes trust, often leading to suspicion, resentment, and ultimately, the dissolution of relationships. Consider the impact of truth-telling in romantic partnerships. When partners communicate openly and honestly, they create a safe space for vulnerability and intimacy. They are more likely to address conflicts directly, fostering understanding and resolution. In contrast, dishonesty can lead to a cycle of misunderstandings and hurt feelings, driving a wedge between partners. The ability to express one's feelings and experiences truthfully enhances emotional connection and fortifies the relationship against external challenges. Beyond the personal benefits of honesty, there exists a moral imperative to tell the truth. In a society increasingly fraught with misinformation and deception, the need for integrity has never been more pressing. Each of us has a role to play in promoting truthfulness and accountability in our communities. When we commit to honesty, we empower others to do the same. This collective shift toward truth-telling can have a ripple effect, influencing the cultural landscape and challenging the norms of deceit. For example, consider whistleblowers who expose corruption or unethical practices in organizations. Their courageous acts of honesty can inspire others to confront wrongdoing and advocate for justice, ultimately leading to positive change. While honesty is essential, the manner in which we communicate the truth also matters. The art of truthful communication involves not only conveying information but doing so with empathy and consideration for others' feelings. It is crucial to strike a balance between being honest and being kind. For instance, delivering constructive feedback to a colleague requires honesty about areas for improvement while also acknowledging their strengths and contributions. This approach fosters a supportive environment where individuals feel valued and motivated to grow. Similarly, sharing difficult truths with loved ones necessitates a compassionate approach, ensuring that the truth is delivered with care and respect for their emotions. Living authentically, guided by the principles of honesty, has the power to transform our lives. When we align our actions with our values, we experience a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. The freedom from the burden of lies allows us to embrace our true selves, enabling us to pursue our passions and dreams without fear of judgment or contradiction. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember the importance of telling the truth, not only for ourselves but for those around us. By committing to honesty, we create a world rooted in trust, understanding, and connection. In this journey of authenticity, we discover that the truth is not just a concept but a guiding principle that shapes our identities, relationships, and the very fabric of our existence. In conclusion, the wisdom embedded in the notion that, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything, serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative impact of honesty. By shedding the weight of lies and embracing authenticity, we liberate ourselves from the burdens of deceit. The journey toward truth-telling is not without its challenges, but the rewards, trust, connection, and personal fulfillment, are immeasurable. As we strive to live authentically, let us carry the torch of honesty, illuminating the paths of ourselves and others. In doing so, we create a legacy of truth that transcends generations, enriching the human experience and fostering a world where honesty is not just valued, but celebrated. As we journey through life, the passage of time leaves its indelible mark upon us, manifesting in the form of wrinkles. In a society that often equates youth with beauty and vitality, the appearance of wrinkles can be perceived as an undesirable sign of aging. However, this chapter invites us to reframe our understanding of wrinkles, viewing them instead as a testament to a life well lived, a physical embodiment of joy, laughter, and the myriad experiences that shape us. Aging is a natural process, a journey filled with myriad experiences that shape our identities and perspectives. Each wrinkle tells a story, capturing the moments of joy, sorrow, love, and laughter that we have encountered. Rather than perceiving aging as something to be feared or hidden, we can embrace it as a celebration of the richness of our lives. Consider the laughter lines that appear around our eyes, each crease a reminder of moments spent in joyous company, the shared jokes and heartfelt connections that have colored our existence. These lines symbolize not just the passing years but the countless memories created with friends and family, the moments of unbridled joy that have etched themselves into our very being. Despite the inherent beauty in aging, many cultures perpetuate the myth that youth is synonymous with worth. The media often glorifies youthfulness, presenting images of flawless skin and unblemished beauty as the ideal. This relentless pursuit of youth can lead individuals to seek invasive procedures or products in a desperate attempt to erase the signs of aging. Yet, in doing so, we risk losing sight of the wisdom that comes with age. Wrinkles are not simply blemishes to be erased, they are markers of experience, resilience, and growth. They remind us of the lives we've led and the lessons we've learned along the way. Every wrinkle on our faces represents a chapter in our story, a moment of happiness, a challenge overcome, or a relationship cherished. To embrace our wrinkles is to celebrate our history and the experiences that have shaped us into who we are. Think of an elderly woman with deep-set lines on her face. Each wrinkle tells a story, the laughter shared at family gatherings, the tears shed during difficult times, the quiet moments of reflection in her favorite chair. Her wrinkles become badges of honor, each one a testament to her resilience and the love she has shared with others. In this light, we can begin to view aging not as a decline but as a continual evolution, a journey that enriches our lives. By sharing our stories, we inspire others to appreciate their own journeys, reminding them that every wrinkle is a celebration of a life fully lived. While wrinkles are visible markers of aging, they also reflect the inner beauty of our character. A person who has cultivated kindness, compassion, and wisdom throughout their life radiates a beauty that transcends physical appearance. When we smile genuinely or express joy, we not only create laughter lines but also illuminate our inner selves. Our expressions reflect the warmth of our spirit and the depth of our experiences. A smile, regardless of the accompanying wrinkles, has the power to connect us with others, fostering a sense of community and understanding. As we grow older, we have the opportunity to embrace and cultivate this inner beauty, allowing it to shine through our outward appearance. This connection between our inner selves and our external expressions creates a holistic beauty that cannot be diminished by the passage of time. To embrace the aging process with grace is to cultivate a mindset that celebrates the journey rather than resists it. Acceptance of our physical changes allows us to shift our focus from superficial concerns to the depth of our character and the richness of our experiences. Practicing self-compassion and kindness toward ourselves is crucial in this process. We can cultivate a loving relationship with our bodies, recognizing that they are vessels that have carried us through life's ups and downs. By caring for ourselves, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, we honor the journey that has brought us to this point. Engaging in activities that nurture our well-being, such as practicing mindfulness, connecting with nature, or pursuing creative passions, can enhance our quality of life. These practices not only promote physical health but also enrich our emotional and spiritual selves, allowing us to approach aging with joy and vitality. It is essential to challenge societal narratives that promote fear of aging. By sharing stories of resilience, joy, and beauty in aging, we can create a culture that honors the wisdom and experiences of older generations. Consider the importance of representation in media and art. By showcasing diverse portrayals of aging, highlighting the beauty, vitality, and wisdom of older individuals, we can shift the narrative around aging, fostering a greater appreciation for the life experiences that accompany it. Furthermore, engaging in intergenerational conversations can enrich our understanding of the aging process. Listening to the stories and insights of older individuals can provide valuable perspectives that inspire and guide us in our own journeys. In conclusion, the saying, "Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been," serves as a powerful reminder of the beauty inherent in aging. By embracing our wrinkles, we celebrate the stories that have shaped our lives and recognize the wisdom gained through experience. As we navigate the journey of life, let us cherish the moments that create our laughter lines and approach aging with grace and gratitude. In doing so, we not only honor our own journeys but also inspire others to appreciate the beauty of aging, a journey filled with joy, resilience, and the richness of life itself.